What's up, Buff Nation? I'm back with another video that I promise will be compelling, insightful, inspirational, and thought-provoking. Let's start with Coach Prime's meeting with players today. The theme word he shared with his players was now. N-O-W, now. The urgency of now to come together as a team, and I'm paraphrasing. This is not what Coach Prime said directly to his team. I'm just paraphrasing for you, for my audience, for the viewers listening to this content. The spring game is weeks away, and everything that they have been working on will be on display April 22nd for a sold-out spring game. Every Colorado fan, every supporter of Colorado will be able to see for themselves, we coming. We coming. They'll be able to tell for themselves. They'll be able to get a flavor for themselves what they can expect in the upcoming season. In a staff meeting, Coach Prime asked his coaches to give grades on players in their respective position rooms. He needs to know what he needs to do or what he'll be prepared to do when this transfer portal opens up after the spring game. If I'm correct, I think the transfer portal opens in May, and that will be about roughly 8-9 days after the spring game. The evaluations will be in. The film will be in on each player. They won't be showing a lot during that spring game. They're going to keep it very, very watered down. I don't mean to be coy, but it's going to be like hospital food. You know, no condiments, just straight meal. So they won't be showing you a lot during the spring game, but you'll see enough in terms of the talent and the ability of these players that Coach Prime has brought in, especially if you go back to that first meeting where he talked about he's bringing his own luggage and it's Louis. So let's keep that in mind moving forward. The transfer portal will allow Colorado to upgrade their roster almost immediately, depending on how well each of the coaches and staff members continue to be good talent evaluators. Talent evaluators. They already have an idea who they want out there, and players are reaching out through social media to the staff, so they already have an idea. It's just a matter of opening some spots on the roster, which Coach Prime is going to do after this spring game. When he tells the players now, he means that. Anyone on the bubble is not going to be a part of we coming 2023, 2024 bowl season. Okay? Let's just be real about that. The transfer portal is a hybrid free agency for college football players. It's a way for teams now to upgrade their roster almost instantaneously, almost immediately. You can see the difference the transfer portal has made in college sports already. Look at how good some of these basketball programs have taken advantage of that. Did you see all of the parity in March Madness with these smaller schools competing now with these big schools, with the Power Fives? There was almost literally no difference between the big schools and the smaller schools. The way they were, if you looked at the the rated the schools that were rated, whether you were 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, there was really no difference. Whatever seed, that's what I want to say. I'm sorry, I said rated, but I meant seed. Whatever a team was seeded, this was the first tournament in my lifetime where the seeding almost didn't even matter. These are from 1 to 16. These were all decent teams. These were all good teams from 1 to 16. There was really no considerable drop off. Now some teams didn't do well, but most teams you really couldn't tell from a 1 to 16. So that's the advantage of the transfer portal moving forward for college sports. Coach Prime must consistently and continually upgrade this roster. It is imperative Coach Prime has quality depth. That's what he's looking for. Because if you're talking about competing for a Pac-12 title, yes, you heard that correctly. If you're talking about competing for a Pac-12 title, it's going to take quality depth at all positions. If there are no ones behind the ones, then the ones are not going to be pushed to be excellent. When you have ones behind the ones on your depth chart, then your ones are going to be pushed to excellence. Now you're talking about having a quality football program. And if you want to have what he's shooting for. Now, this is what all programs are shooting for. Ones behind ones behind ones. That's what you love to have. And that's what will make your program skyrocket this season. Now, will he get that? We'll see. But that's what he's shooting for. When he's trying to tell these players, hey, look, some of you all are getting it. Some of you all haven't. And those of you all that haven't, you may not be here after the spring game. You may not have a spot on this roster after the spring game. I know that seems harsh to some of these people that listen to Coach Prime and his directness, but I think the players appreciate that. They know where they stand. They know what they need to do if they want to be on this roster. The spring game is just an appetizer and precursor to summer camp and ultimately the regular season. Everything since the players have come back from spring break is geared towards TCU. Let's make no mistake about it. Everything that they do since they've been back is geared towards the opening game that they will start on the road. And Colorado has one of the toughest schedules in college football. And yes, Coach Prime's goal for this team is the Pac-12 title. Why would he want anything less? Anything less it won't set the tone for the week coming. Everything is riding on Colorado winning in Fort Worth to open the season. Everything is riding on that. Can you imagine the reporters in the event of an L? That presser, after that, the post-game presser, and they're going to be throwing that "we coming" at him. Now when they go to all of these other schools, that "we coming" won't have the punch it has right now. Right now, "we coming" is just conversation. When that translates to wins, that's going to take "we coming" to a whole nother level. And Colorado fans are waiting for that. They're loving it. Right now, everything looks good on paper. Coach Prime is trying to translate that good look to the field. He's encouraging his players daily. Hey guys, y'all need to get this right. now. I don't have time to wait. I'm not going to wait. If you think you have time, the luxury of time, you're in the wrong spot. Because I'm going to bring players in here that are ready to come in and contribute to we coming. Coach Prime knows it. His staff knows it. Subsequently and consequently, the players know it now too. They're going to see a ramping up in terms of intensity from the coaches moving forward. The honeymoon is over. It's time to get down to the business of getting this roster structured in a way that people will not only compete for positions, but it will be a constant competition to keep your job. And that's a good thing. That is a good thing, because as long as the ones are pushed by ones, you're going to have a phenomenal roster and a phenomenal opportunity to reach your goal of a Pac-12 title this season. Why is this important? Think about the second game of the home opener. If you open with a dub in Fort Worth, think about the home opener in Boulder the next week against Nebraska. And I'm going to just leave it there for now. I got to save some for later, but I want to leave it there. Just chew on that. Digest that while I'm away, and I'll be back with more. That's it for me right now. Have a safe, blessed Good Friday and Easter Sunday. I'm out.